Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Papaya Pod, a McLaren F1 podcast. I am your host, Jimmy, and once again, I've been joined by an amazing guest this week. For the first time ever, I've had two guests on at the same time. Now, for those that know. For those that don't, need to go and find out. I've had the amazing artist on, Emma Capener, and her other half, Andrew James. He claims to be Emma's admin monkey, but he is far more than that, as you will find out in this episode. Amazing people, some amazing stories, and Emma is an incredible artist. For those that are watching on YouTube, that regularly watch, you will notice that we've got a bit of a new background this week. It's this amazing picture of Bruce McLaren that Emma drew. They were very, very kind and gifted this to me, which I still can't quite believe. It is honestly amazing. And I am going to plug their site, not just because they gave this to me, but because they're incredible. The work that Emma does is unbelievable, and the work that Andrew does behind the scenes is equally as impressive. And you can go to the website, which is emmacapenerart.com. That's EmmaCapenerart.com. All the links will be in the descriptions, whether you watch on YouTube or on the podcasts. I'll put all the links on there, and they will also be on my socials. On the link tree, I'll put a link to Emma's page there as well. And not only that, you can use a discount code Papaya, Papaya, to get 20% discount off of any of the art on their site. What more do you want? Go there, have a look. This is just one of the many amazing pieces. Honestly, I cannot speak highly enough of their work. Seriously, go and check it out. It's incredible. Enjoy this episode. There's some great stories. They went to a the McLaren 60th anniversary event a couple of years ago with some amazing people, McLaren family people there, which we talk about. It was, yeah, such good fun. So, as I always say, I hope you guys enjoy listening to this or watching this as much as I did recording it. Amazing people. Thank you again to both of them. Without further ado, it's Emma Capener and Andrew James. Hi, you guys.
Thank you. How are you?
Very good, thank
Very,
you, mate.
very well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really looking forward to this.
Well, thank you very much for having us. I'm very honoured to be asked.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm honored you're both here. For those that are watching on YouTube, you might see a slightly different background today, this week. You might also know that that was drawn by Emma herself. It's for those listening on the audio, it's a picture of Bruce McLaren. If you follow Emma or Andrew on the socials, you would have seen it. If you don't follow them, then go and follow them now. You definitely should be.
Don't
Emma,
waste your time on me. Follow him.
follow them both. We can press follow twice, I reckon. Um, Emma is incredibly talented, as you can see. Go to the shop as well because there's so many more different pieces. Um, you can use the discount code Papaya, which will get you 20% discount as well on all of the prints. Amazing. How the hell do you do it, honestly?
I would say a lot of practice. I've been doing it for a long, long time. I've always loved drawing. I've one of those kids that just never gave up wanting to draw all the time. So it's just been years and years of built up practice of doing it, I think.
There's two things that I'm incredibly jealous of, and that's people who can sing and people who can draw or paint,
Yeah, I'll
either
do
or.
that.
Yeah, I can't sing, but I'm also very jealous of people that can sing.
But you can draw,
Yes.
which is like so many people wish they had that talent. Like you can't just draw, you can draw. People who
Oh,
can paint
thank
and draw
you.
are incredible. So I am truly, I struggle to draw a stick man. So I am incredibly envious of your work, seriously. We always start with the same question. I think you're both McLaren fans, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank God
Occasionally.
for that. Because I usually just check before we go recording, and I hadn't checked, and I just realised as I said that because we were so busy talking about the picture. I panicked for a minute then.
This episode ever just ended straight away.
Why are you a McLaren fan? We're not. Okay, thanks for coming. Bye bye. So yeah, let's go back to the question. Why are you guys McLaren fans?
You want to go first?
Yeah, it was Monaco 92 is
Okay.
my first real memory of Formula One. Leaping up and down on the sofa, getting excited about Nigel Mansell chasing Ayrton Senna. And I grew up preferring the red and white car to the blue one, basically. I sort of swung around as you do when you're a kid, not really having a favourite as such, just cheering for whoever wins.
Yep.
But yeah, McLaren has been a favourite, I think, for a long time. I have to say it quietly because professionally we're very independent and we don't
Yes.
have a favourite.
Yes.
And we
Of
will
course.
work for any team or the fan that wants to come our way.
But the good thing with Formula One is it's not like a horrible bitterness, is it? So you can still be a fan of one team, and you can still do stuff for the other teams, or still have soft spots for teams and drivers and stuff. It's no one's going to. I hope no one's going to begrudge you for being a McLaren fan. Um, yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
that would be crazy.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Emma? When did your fandom start?
Well, I would say sort of growing up watching Formula One as well, because I grew up watching it in the 90s and the early 2000s. Um, my mum's favorite racing driver is Senna. In our house, we used to watch Formula One all the time. And like you say, because there's not a lot of bitterness, you get it more online now, but generally there's not a lot of bitterness in between the teams. So because we love Formula One, McLaren is one of the Formula One teams, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
historically, you can't not love it, I don't think.
yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, unfortunately, like you said, there's a lot of hate on the socials, which we seem to talk about quite a bit lately. And unfortunately, I don't think that's going to go anywhere anytime soon, which is a shame. But like we always say with social media, it's great to give people a platform, but it also gives the idiots a voice, doesn't it? Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everyone that argues is an idiot, but a lot of the arguing is pathetic, in my opinion. But there we go. I'm not going to go all negative into that again this week because we've
We
touched
could
on
open
that way
a
too
big
much.
can of worms with that.
Um, I've got so many questions, but I really want to talk about your art because I'm just so intrigued by everything. For those that don't know, go and visit the shop because it's incredible. There's so many different pieces, different drivers, etc. Have you guys got a favorite drawing that you've done?
Oh,
I kind of change my
mm,
mind all the time. 'Cause I sort of forget the details that are in some of them if I've not looked at them for a while. At the moment, largely because we were there a couple of days ago, it's the big Senna one that's on the wall at Escapade at
yeah.
Silverstone.
Do you like that one?
That one's 5 feet tall and just his face filling the whole thing. So
It's
yeah, I
incredible.
really like that one.
I think I've seen a picture with Bruno Senna stood in front of it, if I remember
Yeah, that's
rightly.
the one.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
The Nicky Lauda as well. The detail in his eyes in that one is incredible. The original of that one lives at a museum in the US now.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. That one actually sold. We had the conversation on the phone with the guy who bought it while we were at a McLaren reunion event as well, which was
No.
quite
Yeah.
nice.
It's really
We took artwork there to decorate the venue with, and the Nicky one was one of them. And then we sold it that day, and then we were terrified that somebody would get drunk and knock it over.
Oh God, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh
That
wow.
whole weekend was just mad, wasn't it?
yeah, it was.
It was amazing.
Yeah, we're definitely going to touch on that in a bit as well. How do you feel having to give up your original pieces? Is it because it must be quite difficult because I guess you get attached after spending so long doing them.
Yeah, I think I do. I do get very attached to them, and then I get very frustrated towards the end because I can see the finishing line and I know I've got a lot of work to do, and I just get very frustrated and I'm a right pain at the end, aren't I?
No,
Because
That's the right answer.
so So there's this like massive sense of relief when it's done, and then usually they'll go away and then they come back framed. And seeing them framed just puts them in a completely different perspective again. So I find that quite emotional when they're framed. But it's nice seeing them go out because it is amazing seeing stuff like that. It's really surreal seeing it
Mhm.
on your wall. It's mad. So yeah, I always just get all tingly when I see it. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, it must be a sense of pride, definitely.
Yeah, it's surreal. It's really, really weird.
Yeah, it's a feeling I'm never gonna get. So I'm pleased I can help give it to you at
You
least.
never know. How often do you draw?
Not very often.
Well, there
There you
you
go.
go.
Yeah, that
See,
is
you do
true.
lots.
That
If you
is true.
draw for at least 4 hours every day
Yeah.
for about 15 years,
There's a good chance I might become all right.
some of those stick men might be passable.
Yeah.
I might be able to put clothes on them.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
my
I always
daughter
find
is
it really funny when Emma says, like, I just practice loads and loads and I draw every day. And it's just experience that does it.
like
That's why
anybody
I say,
could do
well,
it.
I've driven for 26 years or something now. I'm not in Formula One. Why's that?
Yeah, I think you need to give yourself a little bit
There's
more
a
credit.
certain amount of ability that comes with it as
Yeah.
well. Admittedly, I don't drive a fast enough car, and maybe if they'd let me in
Maybe
one,
if you
I'd be
would.
fine. But
You never know.
yeah,
I reckon
I
you've got
think
at
it is
least
largely that you've got a certain amount of talent.
I reckon you got at
Yeah, you're
least three
welcome.
world championships in you if you did ever enter Formula One.
Oh,
You
I
just were
reckon
never
so.
given the
Yeah,
chance.
yeah. I'll have to crack on. A couple of years older than Fernando Alonso at this point.
Yeah, it sucks getting older, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Better than the alternative, though. That's what I always say.
Mm.
There is that.
Have you got a favourite picture that you've done, Emma, or
Um, I don't think I do have a standout favorite because I do get kind of attached to a lot of them. And especially when
mm,
I look back at them, I'll be like, oh yeah, no, I really enjoyed working on that. Even something that at the time I probably didn't enjoy as much, I'll look back on it and be like, oh yeah, yeah, no, that was really great. That was really great to work on. But I think the Senna one that Andrew mentioned, that was quite an emotional one to work
mm,
on. And I remember I always listen to music when I'm drawing, and especially at the end. And I remember I finished it, and because it was so big, I've been working on it flat, and it's quite difficult to get the perspective of it when you're working on it so close. So once I'd finished it, we got it and we held it up, and I just had my Spotify playing in the background, and the Senna, it was the God theme, wasn't it, from the film came on as we stood it up.
no.
Oh my goodness. It was very, very, very emotional.
Wow. That's
Just like,
insane.
yeah. So yeah, I did find that one emotional. And
Yeah,
then
I
it
bet.
being seen by the family and stuff was amazing as well. So yeah.
Yeah, wow. You don't really think about that side of it. They are so big, so you must ache because you must have to get in some really awkward positions to actually draw these.
Yeah, sometimes it's not too bad. I'm very lucky. Andrew has built me a desk.
Okay.
So I have quite a good working space. It's not too bad. If I need to stretch over too far, I just turn it round. So I'll work upside down or on the wrong way and different things. So it's not too bad to work with, really.
Casually just throwing in that you draw upside down as well. Just
Show off.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes I just draw upside down. It's fine, perfectly normal thing to do.
But she also just picked you up a bit then because you made out to me that you were nothing more than Emma's organizer slash PA slash
Oh,
whatever. But
Well, now you
you've
see
already built her a desk, so
the
that's
desk,
something you never mentioned before.
the desk came about because she said she doesn't draw on paper; she draws on mount board. It's 4-ply, 100% cotton mount board. So
Right,
it's I don't know, what is it, 2-3 mil thick. So she can really hammer the pencil into it and it doesn't tear.
right.
And she'd been drawing on that for a little while. And then she said, just out of interest, how big of a sheet of this can I get? So I went away and looked and came back and said, okay, well, the biggest one you can get is 2.6 by 1.5 meters. And she went, okay, I want to do one that big.
Wow.
So obviously you can't buy desks that big. So I bought some MDF and some wood and some legs from IKEA and nearly killed myself making it upside down and turning it upright.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
the
So
that's how big the center one is it?
no, it was
No, that was
the
in
Lewis Hamilton
Lewis.
one, the
Oh,
Color
wow.
Lewis one that's like from above in the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's 2 meters wide and 1.5 tall.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've not done another one that big since.
You started.
I did start one, but I've not finished it. So yeah, I do need to go back to that big
Do you
again.
ever have more than one on the go then, I guess?
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit more of a pain because they're generally quite big. Like the one I'm
Mm,
working on now is 1 meter by 1.5 meters. So you sort of run out of safe storage space because you need to keep them quite flat.
yeah, of
Um,
course.
Having said that, just to blow my own trumpet again, we
oh,
are currently operating desk version 2, which is
Oh,
double stacked and has supports in the middle, and there's two standard size drawing spaces in it, so she can slot artwork in underneath.
see, you are way more than you let on.
I,
So,
well,
I
when you said that, yes, he is. Because when I discuss the artwork that I'm doing now and like the career trajectory that I have now, I always say we, because I would not be doing this without Andrew's help and support because I do the drawings and Andrew does everything else. So it's
I
the
do.
website. I do the social media when Andrew reminds me to do the social media. So and he's sorted out the printing and the framing, logistics, delivering artwork and networking. He does all of that, and that's all the stuff that I always found really terrifying.
yeah.
So it's great because I can just sit and draw and concentrate on things that I want to do, and I can say stupid things like I'm going to do a really really big drawing, and he'll go, yeah, okay, I'll make you a desk, it's fine. So like at this point it just feels like a joint venture. It's really nice. We feel like we're in it together
Yeah, it
because
sounds like the
I definitely
perfect
wouldn't be doing
partnership.
this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 it's an incredible pain at times.
I
He
can
loves it.
imagine.
It's,
He
yeah.
loves it.
I was a particular fan of the time when she spent weeks drawing Ayrton Senna, and then I drove 2 hours to get it imaged at the printers that we use, and then went back to collect it, having paid them for imaging it. And she went, I don't like it anymore. I don't want to sell prints of that. And we tore it in half. Things like that,
You
they're
tore it in
quite stressful.
half.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the end, didn't like it.
Yeah.
Did not like it.
Oh my
Yeah.
The
God.
few people who have seen it have said that's incredible. I don't know why you would not like that. But
We'll find a picture of it later and send it to you so you can see. You can't share it with anybody.
I won't,
But
I
you will
promise.
understand what I mean. It just was not, it was not quite there.
What it
Yeah.
must have broke your heart to tear it in half though.
No, no, because I wasn't happy with it at all. So it was a bit of a nobody must see this.
Burn it.
It is going. I don't like it. So yeah,
Because
I
they
wasn't
take
happy
a
with that one.
long time to do, right? These
Yeah,
drawings.
yeah,
Like two,
they
three
do.
hundred hours, something crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
something like that.
the one that we're
So yeah,
we the one that Emma is working, I'm not working on this one yet.
Go with
My
we.
my
Go with
my
we.
bit hasn't
you'll get
started
started
yet.
soon.
But the one that as a team we are putting together at the moment is 1.5 meters by 1 meter and is going to Italy. We
I'm
can't talk
really
about
intrigued
we can't talk
to.
about who it's for or exactly where it's going, but that's where it's going. And it's quite a challenge logistically, this one. Because
Okay. Is this the one
generally
you've been
speaking,
sharing
the
teasers of
standard
online?
size is like 1 meter by 80, and then once it's framed, it's like 120 by 100 or something like that. Fits in the car, it's fine. You can buy a shipping crate for it that it fits in and it's fine. When you get to this size, if you just frame it on the image, fine, still fits in the back of the car. You can deliver it in this country or not too far away without too much hassle. But this one's going to be mounted as well, so it's going to be like 6 feet by 4 feet when it's fully framed. So
Oh
it then needs a
wow.
crate, and then it needs logistics sorting because I can't do it
Yeah.
myself. When I take it to the framers, I've got to take it in the car, but then when I pick it up, I've got to go in a van.
Jesus.
And it's got to go into storage until it needs to be shipped.
So you
And
can see
then,
why that bit all stresses me out.
yeah,
So I don't have to think about that.
Emma puts the pencil down for the last time and goes, "Take a photo of this. I'm done."
It's all yours.
Yeah,
Good luck.
yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Wow. Yeah, I guess people never really think about that side of it.
Yeah.
I guess they just sort of see it and go, yeah, I want that, or oh, that's amazing. So and so's having that. Is this the one you're talking about? Is this the one you've been putting teasers out?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yes.
I'm really intrigued to see it finished.
Yeah.
Really intrigued.
We have
Yeah.
permission to share images of it,
Yeah,
but we
but nothing
cannot
else.
say who it's for or where it's going or
I
when.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like I get it. I think it's great, but as someone on the outside, I hate that because I really want to know. And there's some other stories you've told, and
We've
you
had
won't say actually who it
some.
is and stuff. And I'm like, I know the story. I just want to know who it was. Um, and
Yeah.
I will never know, and it kills me. Even though it doesn't actually affect me, I was nothing to do with it. As a fan, I still really want
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah.
We've had some very cool things happen over the last few years, and
Yeah.
this was one of those where we got the email and we're like, "No way!
Really?
Well, this is so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
We will
Wow.
never be able to tell anyone."
But
And we
at least
probably
you
will. We will
guys know,
eventually.
right?
Yeah, we definitely will
We will
eventually.
eventually.
But yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. Yeah, I'm so intrigued, even though I'll never find out. Keep everyone just hanging on a thread. It's like the story you told before about you were around a F1 World Champion's house drinking coffee. Like, that's
Yes.
the one I'm desperate to know. I was around my friends, like I said to you when we spoke about this paint drawing behind me, and I was telling him that story, and me and him were trying to guess who it was. Like,
No.
I mean, one, there's so many options. Two, we're never going to find out anyway. But it kept us busy for a good hour, I would say, talking about
That's good.
it. He said, we need to know. I was like, you didn't know nothing about them until like half an hour ago.
Honestly, we've been in two world champions' houses now.
We have now, yeah.
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 All right, I'm going to have to call him and let him
I
know
only
in a
got
minute.
I only got coffee in one. I was offered soup in the other, but the champion themselves wasn't there. It was the staff that let us in.
Oh, okay. Did you
Mm.
have the soup?
No, we didn't in the end.
Didn't know.
No, it felt like a bit of an imposition, did
It did. It did.
Trying to get
'Cause
some clues. What kind of soup was it?
it?
Seeing if we can make you slip up. I'm not actually going to do that, don't worry.
I'm trying to think of the name of a Dutch soup to try and throw you off, but I can't think of anything.
Oh dear. Right, we know he wasn't Dutch. Let's tick that one off. Or was he? Is it a double bluff? Right, I don't know. We're back to square one.
It can't take that long to work out because there's been something like 34 different F1 world champions.
Yeah.
A lot of them are dead.
I think we're down.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a good point when you put it like that.
Those ones narrowed down straight away. I know it's a
No,
bit
don't
tasteless.
give it away.
Oh, did we go to a ghost's house? It was near Halloween when we went, actually.
There we
You,
go.
you could narrow it down and you could reasonably figure it out, I think, if you really tried to.
But it must be. I know we don't know who it is, but even so, being in that position must be so surreal.
Yeah, yeah, it is mad. It's absolutely mad. The one where we did go and have tea, that was just incredible. And that was a really, really special commission. And it meant such a lot. And I remember when I was working on it, I went out for a coffee with my friend, and very, very rudely, I had my phone on the table whilst we were out having coffee. And all of a sudden, my phone rang, and the name of this person came up on my phone. And we both looked at each other and looked at the phone. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm going to have to take this. So I answered the phone, I had a little conversation, I put the phone down, and I was like, I'm so sorry for that. And she went, oh, who was that? And I was like, oh, that was wasted on you. That was the coolest phone call I've ever taken in my entire life. And she had no interest in Formula One. Didn't know who
Oh
it was.
no.
Yeah. So that I'm going to have to go and ring other people now to try and get someone who's excited about that as I was.
It must be difficult to keep it to yourself, something like
Yeah,
that.
it
Yeah, I
is.
can imagine. But
Yeah,
you have to be professional, right? You've got a job to do,
yeah,
and that's that.
yeah.
Yeah, and privacy and everything else. I get it. I completely get it. Absolutely. Have you guys ever been to any Formula One races at all?
Yes, we
One.
did. We went to Silverstone last year.
Oh,
That was my
okay.
first race that we
Nice.
went
When
to.
Lewis won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
yes, it was a really exciting one, and everybody was very emotional, and yeah, it was
Yeah.
really, really good fun. So yeah, that was the first one that I've been to.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And
Was it everything you
because
wanted it to be?
Oh, yes. Yeah. It was great. It was
be,
really, really good.
because I'm Emma's minion, I've befriended a Mercedes engineer who last year was on Lewis's car and managed to blag us a tour of the garage and some time in their hospitality
Yeah,
bus
that's fun.
off the back of that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
We
that
got
was going to
pictures
be
of
my
us like
next
holding
question.
Lewis's steering wheel before qualifying and stuff.
Yeah.
Amazing. I was going to say, did you go there mainly because of your art or anything? But that's kind of.
No, so we went there. So my brother works for Formula One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he managed to get us paddock passes. So we got to go and be in the
Wow.
paddock, which was amazing. And then yeah, we went and had a look around the Mercedes garage and stuff. So it was like just a ridiculous, ridiculous experience. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine actually. It must be insane. Um, you won't want to go any other way now, though. That's the trouble. If you go to a normal race, it
Yeah.
would just be
We could never go as just commoners
Yeah.
now, could we?
Yeah.
you set the standard now. You set the bar too high. Well, the way
Yeah.
your art's going, you won't need to, I'm sure. You won't need to go with the rest of us. Um, have you got plans to go to any other races soon, or is that not on the radar as of yet?
We would like to go again next year, hopefully. Hopefully, I think we're planning because we didn't get a chance to go this year, and our kids are quite young still. We've got a 4-year-old and a nearly 3-year-old, so logistically with them, they're not coming, obviously. So we're gonna have to leave them with somebody. So it's a little bit more faff at the minute for organising
Yeah,
going. But yeah, definitely want to try and get to something next year.
yeah, amazing, amazing. Have you ever been to the MTC?
No. No,
How?
and I really want to go. I really, really want to go.
I
Yeah,
actually thought you were going to say yes to that.
no,
I'm quite
no, never
surprised.
been,
Okay,
never been.
surely it's only a
When
matter of
when
time.
we went to the reunion, there was an option, wasn't there, to go on the Sunday, I think.
Yeah, they did like a little tour,
Yeah,
didn't they?
but it was like we'd already been away from the kids for 2 nights by that point, and we were like, we just need to pack all of the art back in the car and go home.
No, damn
Yeah,
you kids.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man,
yeah.
yeah. So I've not been. What is it like?
it's it's incredible. Honestly, I sound like a broken record, but it is amazing, and I genuinely wish that every McLaren fan could go there, and I'll experience it and just take. I'll be honest, I've said this before, so sorry to go on, guys, if you've heard this before, but I fear I didn't take it in quite as much as I should have because I wasn't quite expecting it to blow me away as much as it did, if that makes sense.
I can imagine it's quite overwhelming when you go.
Massively,
Yeah,
massively. And I think I was just constantly going, oh my God, wow, wow. And because there's so much, instead
yeah,
of just stopping for a minute, deep breath, take this in. This is so and so. This I didn't really do that much. I did it with the Mika Championship car, his 98 car that was there because that was the one for me that made me a McLaren fan. But there was so much I feel I didn't fully take in as much as I would have liked because it was just I just wasn't expecting it to be like that, basically. So I think my only advice would be if you do get to go, take as many pictures as you can, take your time, and just try to take it all in and not be too uh,
yeah,
excited. I don't know if that's the word.
It is difficult, isn't it?
It's
It is
so
difficult.
difficult.
It's like again when we were at the McLaren reunion, like the guy that invited us down there had been like, when you come down, like just be cool about it because these are just like people that are trying to have a night out with their friends, sort of thing. So don't be
mm,
all like fanboy about it and everything. So we got there and we are like, well, we'll be a bit more reserved than we really want to be and everything. And we were like setting the artwork up around the place. And then we came across the guest list, didn't we? And we were like, so we thought this was just going to be like some people that used to work at McLaren. We didn't expect it to be Adrian Newey, Martin Whitmarsh, Mika Hakkinen,
So
Yeah.
I'm glad
James
you
Hunt's
said
kid,
that.
Freddie
I'm
Hunt,
I'm glad you said that because I've
Ron
actually made a
Dennis.
note of a few of the guests. So for people that don't know, and I'm sure I've missed a few, um, some of the guests I've noted, you've already mentioned a few. Mika Hakkinen, my favourite driver of all time. Ron Dennis, Adrian Newey, Martin Whitmarsh, Amanda McLaren, Bruce's daughter, of course. Vivian and
Yeah.
Bianca Senna, who is Ayrton Senna's sister and niece. Adele Holm, Denny Holm's daughter. Freddie Hunt, James Hunt's son. Alex Amon, Chris Amon's son. Jason Courage, Piers Courage's son. Uh, Not to mention, on video call, you had Emerson Fittipaldi, Alain Prost, and David Coulthard. There was a really emotional moment where the doctor who basically saved Mika
Oh, yeah,
Hakkinen's
Yeah.
life was there,
yeah,
Dr.
Yeah.
Jerome Cockin, I believe his name was.
yeah. First time they'd had a conversation
Yeah.
since. Yeah,
So these guests that you're supposed to just be cool around,
Mm.
that's the guests.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
be cool around those people?
it's
It was
it's
mad.
mad.
It was absolutely mad. And like Andrew said, we were very much like, oh yeah, no, no, this happens all the time. Yeah, no, it's fine. We're cool. We'll be absolutely cool. And then we got there and we sat down and our eyes must have just been like this the whole time because it was so exciting.
And you were
So
right by
exciting.
Adrian Newey as well when he was right
Yeah,
behind you.
I was sitting here and Adrian knew he was like there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I guess it's not the kind of event where you can sort of go around asking for pictures either, is it? It's
No, that was the thing. It was a very relaxed thing, and it was an event for them all to get together and for them to
mm,
reminisce. So we didn't want to impose ourselves and be like, oh, can we take a photo? Can we do this? Because everybody was just there enjoying the atmosphere. So it was quite nice in a way to just sit back and just
yeah.
think, okay, well, we're just going to enjoy this as well and see everybody being very relaxed and very friendly and just that family atmosphere with McLaren just came through well
Yeah.
more than anything I've ever
Yeah,
experienced before. It was incredible, absolutely incredible. You could see just how dedicated everybody that worked there was, and it was family to them, every single person. It was just absolutely family. It was amazing.
I think that was the most used word of the night. I mean, I've watched it's on YouTube. I'll put a link to it as well because Andrew
you
sent me
do
the
need
link
to
to
set
it.
time aside for it though because it's 3 hours long, isn't it?
It's 3 hours. I'm not going to lie. I've been watching it in stages, and I've still got about half an hour left, maybe 40 minutes left of it, because I've just been so busy with work and stuff. But it is incredible to watch. Like I wasn't there, so I mean, I don't know if you guys have watched it back, but it must be quite emotional for you to watch back as soon as you were actually there as well, rather.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know what? I've not watched it back properly yet. Actually, I'll
I've
have
not
a
watched
look at
all
it.
of it. I've watched little bits.
Yeah.
The bit at the beginning where the camera pans around, I've watched a couple of times because you see me in it.
Got that one
And
already.
I've watched Ron Dennis doing his speech at the end
Yeah,
a
because
couple
So
of
that's
I
times
haven't
because
got to that
when
yet.
we were actually in the room, I was
oh
so desperate for the toilet while Ron was speaking. And I couldn't concentrate on anything that he was saying. I was just like, I cannot wait for him to stop speaking so that I can run out and not like cross camera or something as I'm going. So I have watched that back again since.
Oh,
yeah. For
amazing.
those of us who were paying attention during that point, that it's such a lovely speech. It's really, really interesting.
I'm gonna plan.
Really, really heartfelt. It's lovely.
I was gonna say I'm gonna plan to watch it after this, but I won't because I'll be trying to get this ready. But I'm gonna watch it probably tomorrow. It'll be. I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah.
But it is a really good watch, a fantastic watch.
Mm.
Put together. I got to shout them out, of course. Put together by Matthew Jeffries and Richard West as well. Richard did a great job of hosting
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
by the way. Fantastic.
Yeah. Matthew was the one who invited me to come along. So it was really nice sort of getting to know him a little bit, and his artwork as well is incredible. Have you seen his work?
It really is. Yeah. For those that don't know,
Mm.
he's a ex McLaren engineer, and he does these amazing drawings of the cars with incredible detail. Incredible
I don't
detail.
know how he does it. Don't know how he does it, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Did he just come across your art then online sort of thing? Is that how he got in touch with you?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. I think that was a Twitter thing, or X as it is now. Yeah, I think he found me through that and just sent me a message saying we're putting this together and we'd like it if you'd bring some artwork along if you want to. So I was like, yes, please. Please let me
amazing.
come.
And I suppose at that point you had no idea who was going to be there.
No, yeah,
No,
not at all. Not at all. He
not at
sort
all.
of like threw out a few little names of, oh, it'd be nice if we could have a drawing of so and so and maybe a drawing of so and so because, potentially they might be there. And we were a little bit like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. But until we saw that guest list, we had
Yeah.
no idea of, yeah, what it
Did they
actually
have
meant.
the
It was amazing.
MP44 there as well? The
Oh
car.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they did.
yeah, just casually, just
Yeah,
unloading that as we turned up. We was like, oh my gosh,
yeah.
what's going
I
on?
got properly emotional when I saw that coming out of the back. I was like, oh my god, it's like meeting your hero from when you're a kid,
Yeah.
sort of thing. It was just, yeah. And then they had to take the wheels off it to get it through the door. They had to
Yeah.
like jiggle it on
Really?
angles to get it into the building. Yeah, and then they like put the wheels back on. So then
Oh,
you walked in
wow.
through the main entrance, and there was the MP44 there in front of you, and then up the corridor towards the room where the event was taking place. You'd got like three of Emma's drawings. Then you go around the corner towards the ballroom, and then there was the James Hunt, and then the Nicky Lauder at the bottom of the stairs, and then you go upstairs, and it's big fancy event.
It was nice.
Amazing.
It's
What I
cool.
liked was when Richard said, I can't remember who he was referring to, somebody had come up to him and said about the amazing photographs on the way up. And he said they're
Mm.
not photographs, they're actually drawings. And when I've shown people, my friends of mine, some of them, a lot of them aren't even motorsport fans, but they've all just been like, when I was first showing them, what do you think of that? Oh, it's nice. It's just a picture of a Formula One driver or a racing driver or whatever. And I'm like, what if I told you it wasn't a picture? They're like, well, what are you talking about? And then nobody quite believes that some of these are drawings. Um, the James Hunt one you just said about is a prime example. It looks like a photograph. It is incredible. I showed my daughter, and even she's only 10. She was like, "Wow, wow, wow." I showed my son, who's 8, who is just, I think his mission in life is just to wind me up. And he was like, "Doesn't look like a photo, Dad." No, that's a drawing. I can tell that's a drawing. And I tricked him because I showed him an actual black and white photograph, and he went, "That's not even a photograph. I can tell that's a drawing." So I was like, "Ha, in your face." Um, so other than my son, who is just winding me up, everyone I've shown just thinks they're photographs, which is incredible. Incredible. Yeah. I honestly blown away. I can't probably
Well, thank you so much.
sick of hearing me tell you how amazing you are. So I'll try to stop. Um, who are your favorite all-time drivers in Formula One? Doesn't have to be McLaren.
Oh, Jimmy Clark, definitely. I think,
Nice.
yeah, that's sort of where I started out drawing because I didn't always draw Formula One stuff. I was mainly about drawing faces and portraits. And then when I was like in my late teens, my dad asked me to draw Jimmy Clark for him. So because we'd grown up watching Formula One, he was a household name anyway, but I didn't know a lot about him and I didn't know a lot about the era apart from stories that I've been told as I've grown up. But being like a teenager, I was just like, whatever. So doing a bit of research and like delving into the photography of the 60s was just amazing. And that was it then. I was just obsessed with his journey and
I guess
yeah.
doing something like that, you actually look into them a bit more as a sort of their career and
Mm,
as a person and stuff as well to sort of really
yeah,
get that side.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
What about you, Andrew? Who's your favorite all-time drivers?
I just spent the whole time Emma was talking, thinking he's going to ask me next. Going to ask me next. I need an answer
Putting
for
you
this
on the
quick.
spot.
Go, go, go.
I don't have one. I can just look around for there's Bruce McLaren over there and behind you over there, and there's Graham Hill and Francois Sievert, and don't know. I can't pick. I
That's
can't
fine.
pick. I do sort of. I do sort of lean Jim Clark because he was Senna's hero,
Mm,
and Senna is Lewis's hero, and
Yeah,
Lewis is so many young drivers' hero. So it's like it all goes back to Jim in the end.
yeah.
But I don't know. You sit and you watch YouTube and you watch old races, and you can just be like, "Oh, if I was there, then that would be my guy." For so many people throughout the history of the sport, so
Yeah.
you can't pick a favorite. You can't compare eras. It's just like, I don't know.
I
Have you
actually
got a
quite
favorite?
like that answer, to be fair. Yeah, mine's Mika Hakkinen. Yeah, I love
Of
Mika
course,
Hakkinen.
yes, yes,
I love Nigel Mansell as well. I kind of grew up watching Nigel Mansell. But
yeah,
it's probably him and Mika, probably on a level par. But I guess because of the McLaren link, and Mika was the one that got me into McLaren, I'd probably Mika just edges it for me. But yeah, I love Nigel as well. Like the sort of the underdog story with Nigel, wasn't it? So,
yeah,
um, but
yeah.
yeah, no, Mika Hakkinen for me is just like everything. I love the man so much. And I've actually found watching the 60th anniversary thing back, I found it quite emotional actually, that part of it.
Yeah,
Because I didn't know where it
yeah,
was going, and obviously Richard and Matthew were a bit sort of a little bit. They didn't kind of know how it was going to go down themselves, and
yeah,
the way they were
yeah,
talking beforehand, I was like, "Oh, what are they going to do?" And I
yeah,
certainly
yeah.
wasn't expecting that, and it was all a
And
bit,
they got very emotional as well, didn't they? So
yeah.
everybody was quite emotional.
They didn't
Apart
tell
from Mika,
us
he kept it together,
I don't know how.
obviously.
Yeah, well, because
he's
he's
from
Mika, yeah,
Finland.
yeah. What I loved about Mika when Richards first started talking to him, and he said, you spent a lot of your career with McLaren, and you saw your career out with McLaren. What made McLaren so special? And he just simply responded, "Me." And I thought that's brilliant.
Yeah.
It was so great. Yeah, I
Dead
think that
straight
was
face.
we were really lucky that we got to have a brief chat with Adrian Newey, didn't we, on the way out? And I'd drawn a picture of Mika for the event. And as we were leaving, Adrian Newey was looking at this picture. So we ended up stopping and having a little chat. And he said, "What I really like is that you've managed to capture his emotion, which is really impressive because he's a Finn and he doesn't have any."
I
Which I was
haven't
like, best
seen
compliment I've ever had.
I haven't seen this picture. Is it out
Oh,
there?
okay. We'll send.
It's not
I didn't.
available
No,
for
I didn't
print,
do prints.
and it's never had many photos taken. It was.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture
Yeah,
of
we
it.
will.
Oh, I
Yeah.
need
I'll
to
send you a
see this.
picture of it.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
you can stick it on
Yeah.
socials and say for anybody interested, this is the Mika drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
amazing.
send you
I
a
Yeah,
picture.
definitely need to
it's
see
a
that.
lovely drawing. It's smaller than the usual ones. It's only like
Yeah,
50 centimeters
yeah,
tall,
it's only
something
a
like
tiny
that.
one, yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
how
yeah,
long did that
it's
take
like
you
a really
compared to
intense
the
picture
bigger
you can
ones
have.
then?
Oh gosh. Do you know what? It's really lame. I couldn't tell you because
I can tell you, it wasn't very long
it wasn't long.
because she had to do a lot of drawings for that, and she mixed some other ones in between as well. And then we were
Yeah.
getting quite close to the deadline for that, needing to be framed.
Yeah.
So it came together quick, that one.
Yeah. I think I did work on it quite quick.
Yeah. But you can't tell that it was done in a hurry. So
No, I can imagine. Otherwise, it would have been ripped up, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It would.
Honestly, you would absolutely love that one. If you're a big fan of him, it
Yeah,
is a stunning picture.
yeah, I can imagine.
Not
I'm
got
really
that one.
intrigued to
Oh,
see it.
No,
wow. Yeah, we'll send it. Send you a picture.
Yeah, definitely. Amazing.
actually, all
Amazing.
packaged up in the storage unit. That one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
shame on you.
Yeah.
Putting Mika in storage. How dare you? Did you get to chat to many of the people there, like Mika and stuff, or was it just sort of Adrian you?
Adrian was the big one that I think that we spoke to. I walked past Mika and Freddie Hunt having a conversation and was a little bit too, I think, scared and didn't want to interfere as I went past. But yeah, that was fun. That was good fun. But yeah, I think because they were there having like quite a personal event, yeah, we just sort of felt like, well, we'll just leave everybody to it and Yeah, we won't
Yeah,
won't impose ourselves too much because we sort of felt like, and everybody had worked for McLaren, hadn't they? So we were one of the very few people that weren't McLaren people. So we just felt really lucky to be there, and we
yeah,
didn't want to like
Yeah, I
impose
get
on
that.
anybody.
yeah. There was us. There was the guy who brought the MP44 on behalf of his
Yes,
employer.
yes, yeah, he was
He was a non-McLaren
an
person.
outsider.
There was a couple of like grown-up children of people that were at the event and things like that that
Mm.
had got themselves on the table. Um, but yeah, pretty much, I would say 99% of the people in the room were ex-McLaren employees one way or another.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
amazing. Like you say, it's a difficult one because you probably want to speak to a lot of the people there, but at the same time, a lot of them obviously know each other,
yeah.
don't they, from the past and stuff. So yeah, it's a difficult one. I mean, just to be there must have been. And by the way, when I said, did you manage to speak to Mick, or was it just Adrian Newey you spoke to? Like, oh, did you only speak to just Adrian Newey? Like only the best designer of a car that's ever lived. It's yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
mean just Adrian Newey, obviously, but you know what I mean.
And he was so lovely as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, it
He
was.
was really, really nice. Really, really
Yeah.
nice.
And what you don't see on the cameras from that night on the YouTube
Oh
thing
yeah.
is just how much time Adrian Newey and Martin Whitmarsh spent talking to each other while Martin Whitmarsh was Aston Martin. Because I came away from
Really?
that going, if he goes to Aston Martin, we know where that first ever happened. That he got tapped up. He probably didn't. They were probably just having a chat, but
Because that was
yeah,
what about a year ago, almost to the day, I guess, was it?
No, it was longer. It was two
two
years
years
ago.
now. Yeah, it's
Oh, it was
2023.
2 years ago.
2023.
Oh, I
Was,
thought it was
yeah.
last year. I had it in my head it was last year.
No, no, a couple of years
Oh,
ago now.
okay. Oh, right.
Mm.
Okay. So yeah, maybe. Oh, maybe that was the start of
Yeah,
it. Who knows?
Yeah,
yeah. Because our youngest was almost one,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
part of the reason why it was like, well, we got to get home
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
because the
Oh,
in-laws are going to be drowning in
so
babies.
I know.
forget
Yeah,
about the in-laws. No, not really.
yeah. I
I
know.
don't mean that.
We just should have been that little bit more selfish.
Yeah, but it's easy to say that afterwards, isn't it? At the time,
Yeah,
it's very
it is.
different,
It
isn't
is.
it? It's very different.
At
I'm
some
sure
point,
your time will
McLaren will
come.
commission you and we'll be invited there to deliver it.
It has to happen. It absolutely has to happen. It's a no-brainer. It's got to happen. Um, we're making dreams happen on this podcast. We're gonna make that happen. We're gonna get you guys to the MTC. I don't know how. I've got no power in that whatsoever, but I'm gonna talk it into existence and hopefully it happens.
I like it.
When Oscar or Lando eventually become champion this year,
Mm,
they can have a 2.5 meter tall
there we go.
drawing of their
Yeah,
face put up on a
yeah,
wall, can't they?
yeah. Well, I was saying about the Bruce that you've got. I was saying I wanted them to have that. Um, so I just need to try and spam them with that to try and get it in front of the right people to see
I
if it's
think we
something.
can probably make that. I think we should try and make that happen. So the original to this drawing behind me is what? It's nearly 6 feet tall, I think, once it's framed, did you say?
Yes, it might.
Yeah, it'll be about
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It'll be about that.
yeah, roughly.
The actual page itself is 5 feet tall, and then it's going to be 4 inches top and bottom of mount, and then the frame is
Frame
about another
thing.
inch. So it's very nearly 6 feet tall.
Okay, so we're going to this amazing picture behind me of Bruce McLaren, which Emma drew. It's incredible. This is just a print, and it is incredible. The original has got to end up at the NTC with McLaren. It has to. It's nearly 6 feet tall. There's a place in the MTC for it. It has to end up in the MTC. We're going to talk that into existence. We need to make that happen. Let's see what we can do. I've got no power whatsoever, but we're going to try anyway. We're going to try. That would be
You
amazing. And
never
then
know.
you guys go there to see it there. That's your way into the MTC.
It'd be
McLaren have got an
perfect.
amazing picture. You guys get a tour of the MTC. Everyone's a winner.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Speaking of Lando and Oscar, I'm a bit less confident than I was 2 weeks ago. One of them is going to be the World Drivers' Champion.
Yeah,
We hope,
yeah,
providing Max doesn't do Max things.
yeah.
Um, do you guys have a preference on which one, or
I don't know whether I do have a preference, to be fair.
I
But
want
Oscar.
I want Oscar to win it, yes.
Oscar, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Because, and I thought about this because I thought this question might come up. So I found myself pondering this the other day. Um, it's it's a bit like Hunt versus Lauda, and I prefer Nicky Lauda. And I think Lando is the pretty boy that gets the magazine covers and things. And Oscar just quietly goes about his business and he's very organized and methodical. And
Yeah,
yeah,
That's the
that's true.
first time I've heard that comparison, but actually, it's not a horrendous one at all.
it's not horrendous. And I know some people that are big fans of Hunt and Lauda would be horrified.
We're not
over the
comparing
comparison.
them as drivers. We're
Yeah,
comparing
I'm
them as
not. I'm
people.
not comparing them as drivers, but just as like the image and looking at it
Yeah.
from the outside, I see Lando as being more James Hunt and Oscar as being more Nicky Lauda.
Yeah, I kind of get that. I get what you're saying with that. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, interesting. It doesn't matter for you, Emma. You're happy with Eva to win, as long as it's not someone else.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, hopefully after this weekend in Singapore, the constructors will be done. I think we only need like 13 points to win the constructors this
Yeah, it's not
weekend.
very much, is it?
So that hopefully, if all goes to plan, will be done and dusted. And
It
then,
seemed like a no-brainer last time,
yeah,
and
it
then
did.
Yeah.
the world fell apart.
Yeah.
So I'm not counting my chickens on that for this weekend just yet.
Yeah.
Especially with it being as hot as it is.
It's
You,
incredibly hot
you
there.
never know how that's going to affect anybody, do you? So
Yeah. They've put out a heat warning, I think, today,
mm.
didn't they, because of the heat over
Oh
there.
gosh, did they?
Yeah,
Haven't seen that
they're gonna
yet.
be trying the refrigeration vests in the race for
Oh
the first time.
Yeah,
wow.
the
Okay, so
FIA released a
that
statement
bad.
about it. So,
Ooh.
yeah, incredibly hot. Like you say, that could change everything, couldn't it? So,
Yeah.
yeah. Guys, this has been amazing. I'm conscious of your time.
Take as
But
much as you like.
I
You
always
might have to press pause while I go to the bathroom or something, but
I don't want to do
I'll
an
just
I
carry
don't want to
on
have
and I'll
another
just walk
Ron
back in.
Dennis moment where you're not paying any attention for the last 5 minutes.
There's a door that way. I'll just go out there.
Um, have you got, oh, sorry, what is your, I'm going to ask you individually, favorite all-time Formula One moment? And again, it doesn't have to be McLaren based.
Ooh.
Oh, Formula One moment.
This is the tricky one because there's so
No, it
many.
is really hard, but I've got, I don't know if you can quite see that. I've got my little Senna riding on Mansell's car.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to say that one.
Yeah. That's the
Um,
one that always comes to mind for me, funnily enough.
Yeah.
do you know what I think? Damon winning his championship, because that's probably one of the first like moments that I was aware of as a kid, and it like the family was excited, and it was something that had everyone been looking forward to or like building up in the hopes that it was going to happen. So I think that was sort of one of the first like excitement
Oh,
Yeah.
and
sort
Murray
of
with the lump
moments.
in his throat.
Yeah,
And commentary
Murray
and
there,
everything,
that
yeah.
commentary, like that's always standout piece of commentary.
Yeah, I remember that too. I mean, I think most of us, if you weren't a Ferrari or Schumacher fan, most of us were rooting for Damon for that, weren't we? I think it was
Yeah.
90, I want to say 96.
96, yeah.
96, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to put the links to your shop under all of this. Guys, go and check it out, please. You won't regret it. It is incredible when you see, if you haven't seen it already, when you see them, you'll realize why I go on about them so much and well, yeah, rabbiting on. But they are truly, truly incredible. So keep up the amazing work, both of you, not just Emma. I know
Thank
Emma
you.
gets all the Emma's the talent with the pencils, but Andrew works his butt off as well to get this going. So
The
yeah, shout
official
out to the pair
line
of you.
is that I just make sure she doesn't run out of pencils. The credit I need. That's fine.
I think you do a little bit more than that, but yeah, we'll go with that. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been such good fun. It really, really has.
Oh, well, thank you very much for having us. It's been great.
It's been a pleasure, mate.
Not at all. And guys, like we said before, if you go on the shop, you can use discount code Papaya, and that will give you 20% off as well. So there you go. A little treat for you guys out there. Go and get yourself one of these. They're amazing. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I've been Jimmy. That's been Emma and Andrew. This has been the Papaya Pod, and until next time, never stop racing.